All right, everybody. You know I've been trying to save money, so I said not very much new stuff I'm going to be buying. I'm going to show you some of the stuff I have had over the last year or two that I haven't even used. Anyway, all that being said, yeah, this was a new thing I had to have. This Dead Water out of the Home Depot collection, Dead Water, giant size Predator of the Night. This was, from the moment I saw him, going to be mine. So, all I've done is cut open the box here. It is a ginormous box. I don't know the exact, and just like Home Depot, and as you can tell, you know, it's worse for wear from shipping, I meant. So I hope everything's good. Just as a precaution, I have another one of these waiting. And I see what they're talking about right here. Yep. See this right here? See this crack? See that? And the Velcro holding it? See that? See that? Yeah. That is one of the things that people have been saying have been broken on theirs. From what I read, somebody contacted them and see the super glue? They super glued this. And they put a piece of felt on the inside to make it more sturdy. All right, this one has come loose here. So anyway, I've got another one of these waiting at the store. I had one shipped to the house and I had one shipped to the store because we all know the debacles of shipping we did last year. You know, if you shipped it to the store, Jim Bob's cousin's brother's uncle who works there sold yours to their best BFF and said it was lost. If you shipped it home, then you probably didn't even get it. So I covered my bases. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put this together. I'm gonna go pick up the one from Home Depot. I'm gonna see how bad that joint is, or cavity, whatever you want to call it, compared to this one. And then, whoops, I'm looking at the wrong one because I was sitting here thinking that's not bad at all. That's what I heard. One is really bad and one is not so bad. But see, that's supposed to be together right there. And it is not. All right. So I'll be taking a few pictures, getting that taken care of. You know, I can, maybe if I can get a little money back on dude, I might can deal with it. Anyway, we'll see. Let's move on, guys. Sorry about that. Anyway, just like every other Home Depot prop here in the last year or two, they put the instructions on the inside. I'm hoping there's another set of instructions on the inside. Let me just tell you, this is, I believe it's an 8-foot prop, but right off the bat, no pun intended. Sorry. Anyway, I digress. This wing's huge. So, all right, I'm going to put you on pause. I'm going to unload this big guy, and then we can start putting him together. All right, everybody, he's undone. You know, I got that 8-foot skeleton from Home Depot last year, year before. He wasn't like, I mean, look at this base. Heavy duty base. And this dude, I got the spider, but I mean, just look at the difference in the diameter of the metal. I mean, this base, that's a Mac Daddy right there. This is 12-foot base, even though he's supposed to be 8 or 7. What is he? I think he's 8. Anyway, so here he is. His wings are set up over here. Y'all, I am getting the most awesome Jeepers Creepers vibes from this dude. It's phenomenal. I mean, get a mask and put on here and a hat. But anyway, so here we go. Head. Let me spin him around here. It's okay. His teeth. He's got a jacked up grill, and I thought maybe it's because he was being smushed in the thing, but they're hard plastic. I mean, it's made well, thick plastic. The wings, these joints right here, you see up in there, and they just click into place. Now I know somewhere on here is supposed to be a Velcro that lets wind through so it doesn't take flight like a kite. Oh my God, if I hear one more person post that crap online, this thing's gonna take off like a kite. This thing's gonna take off like a kite. Okay, don't buy it. Okay, that was my rant, sorry. Back to the Predator. Here's his feet. Substantial. Legs and thighs. I'm assuming like the werewolf, maybe a butt plate, a couple of kneecaps, not sure. His tie down, stakes, and some poles. So, you know, pretty much what we're used to. Let me get a look on these hands. These hands are well sculpted. I love the hands. And extremely big. So, all right. I'm going to get started on a couple steps and I'll get back to you, catch you up. All right, guys, we're this far. All I did was put the feet on. The toe that goes kind of awry, go in. And then it's pole E. If you're facing the character, and you'll know you're facing the character because the tie downs are in the back, okay? So E pole, D pole, then G is the outer covering, fits in down at the bottom, and F fits in down at the bottom. This is very reminiscent of probably the Skelly, but I've put together the Inferno since then, obviously. So that's what it's reminding me of. So poles E on the left if you're facing it, D on the right if you're facing it. Then the cover, plastic cover is G on the left and F on the right. All right, now we're going to move on. It's going to be metal poles I on the left and H on the right as you're facing it. So I goes here and H goes there. All right. All right. This is what he's looking like. Kind of looks like some kind of alien so far, doesn't it? Anyway, IJ bars down inside. IJ down inside. These fit. Looks very smooth right there. And you can't tell. See there? The seams are pretty great. And this is F and G. Let me double check that. Yes. No, not at all. Sorry about that. That was the lower. These are K and J. K is left if you're looking at it. J is right if you're looking at it. All right, moving on. All right, the next thing it has you do, and this is just has been two people, but, you know, it's always just me. So you put the torso on, and it's a little bit of a pain in the butt. So let me just show you. So, see this? What I do is I just sit this bar on top of this one, and I do the same over here. And then as I have them in, once I have them like sitting on top of the poles, then I push the push button and slide it down. Now, as you can see, this one is sliding together, fitting together real tight right here. In the back, it's not looking too good. At the front, not too bad. But this snap pin isn't wanting to work very well. I will say this, it leans forward. So when you're trying to put that pole on top of the other pole, both sides, so you can then push the push pin and slide them down, lean a little bit forward with your top poles because they bend and push a little bit forward, so it'll, you know, sit there for you, and you can push those push pins. I held on to here and here, and it was easy peasy. Well, no, it was not easy peasy, but it made it easier to have something to hold on while I was trying to guide those poles together. All right, I think now I'm supposed to lay it down to get the arms on. So I left the box over here, so we'll do that and get back with you. All right, guys, I went against the grain and just got 2 chairs and stuck his arms on. They're just like every other one. They give you an Allen wrench. And you hook him. Now, This looks like he's wompy, but the fact of the matter is, you can adjust. I'm not doing a very good job showing you. You can adjust his arm like a smaller 5-foot skeleton. So that's kind of cool. So yeah, guys, looking like I know Walmart had, and I could have gotten one, but honestly, $400. I'm trying to save money, and I like Stranger Things. Although those kids are going to be 50 by the time the next season comes out, but not enough to get a $400 Demogorgon. But they had those the other day. They had like 10 maybe, and sold them out in a heartbeat. I didn't pull the trigger because it's $400. But anyway, to me, this is exactly what this looks like. So again, there could be another modification for you handy people, DIYs. Maybe make you a different type head and a Demogorgon out of this. But here we go. So far, it looks like now they're wanting me to put his guide wires and whatnot in. So we'll move on to that. Alrighty, guys, and we're back to the ever popular T-bolt that screws into the back. Your cable comes down, connects on both sides. Like I said, I've kept him standing this whole time. So in order to make that reach, you just push him back until you have enough slack to connect them. So now, apparently, right here, see right here, there is a place for 2 Phillips screws. It wants me to screw it in till it's flush on the inside, but not through. And I'm assuming I'll put the wings in there and then tighten it down. So I've got to go get, actually I may not. Yes, I do. I got to get a Phillips screwdriver, so I will be right back with the next steps. Okay. All right. You know, this is the broke one. You can see where it's broke through there. So you slide this metal piece. It L's down, goes out and down. You slide it into a holder down here. Then you tighten this. But watch this. Does that look like it's straight on to anyone? Because it's not. So you got to bend this down to actually be able to screw these tight. This one, who's plastic piece right here, is holding. But same thing. I mean, look, you know, actually a little worse. That's, you know, and I know there's tools, there's 90-degree sockets and whatnot, but all it says is to get a Phillips screwdriver. So that's a little annoying. This being broke right here is really getting on my nerves. I'm hoping when I pick up the other one, it is not like that. And I'm going to swap it. I was toying with keeping 2. Because like I said, I was kind of thinking about a Jeepers Creepers theme. And I wanted him for a vampire. No. I'll just see if the other wing is good. If it's not good, I'll just keep this one put together and deal with one. At any rate, so there we are. Wings, I hope, are attached. The best I can get them attached at that angle. So moving on. All right, guys, here he is put together. I have an issue that I haven't solved. In the back here, they give you kind of reminiscent of the werewolf. You know how you had butt plates, as we were calling them? They give you these little plates. Like, see, this one just falls right out of his shoulder. This one is tight. This one's good. This one is not. It's just sitting there. So that's the problem with those. Then down here, this one took some doing, but I got it in. I don't like these big separations, but whatever. This one, I can't get it in. I mean, I have pushed. I have tried every angle known to man. As you can see, it just will not go in. So, you know, we're just going to leave it like that for right now. The back here, this is the mesh everyone's talking about, that when it blows wind, that this will come loose and keep it from blowing away. You know what? It is a winged prop that is 12 feet wide. If you are worried it's going to blow away, go lay it down. You know? I'm assuming since I walked in front of it that I do not have it on the IR sensor, so I'm going to rotate here. Wow, it's quite the thing. And let's see if I do. And if my sensor, as you can see, it's right here in his belly button. And here's what he looks like. Guys, he looks great. He's got 2 red lights on either side of his rib cage here to shine. He's got one in his mouth, and of course the red eyes. All right, let me reach around here. And where is this little button? Here we go. Okay, I'm seeing he's resetting his head, but there he goes. I was going to say, I'm not seeing the side-to-side action. All right, he's pretty loud. I did what I usually do. I put him on quarter. Wow, did he pick me up way over here? Or does he just reset to always on like that? That's kind of cool. Anyway, you can fold, like I showed you earlier, these top wings can fold down some. I like him. I like his looks. If he doesn't have issues like mine, like if everything fits the way it's supposed to, sorry about that. I don't think, sorry, I'm going to speak up a little bit. I don't think he would be that hard to build. I mean, just right along the same lines as the Inferno and the Skelly. So if you can, I just put this thing together. It looks like it's taken me 17 minutes to video it. So let's double that. So, 34 minutes, half an hour, 45 minutes to put together by myself. And having some issues. Now, back here, these gaps don't look that bad. At all. I can live with that. So really, I just got to figure out how to get that butt plate in. And the shoulder one, I guess it's just going to fall out. Maybe I could put some black tape or something back there. It is on the back side. I don't know. All right, so cauldron-wise. Guys, I got to be honest. When I'm sitting here watching this plasticky jaw move up and down, don't get me wrong, it's a cool, awesome prop. But in some ways, it's kind of cheapy. I mean, this jaw is really plasticky looking when it moves. These pieces aren't going together. You got one wing held together with some Velcro and some hot glue, and it comes that way on purpose. They said they had a hard time with that side breaking, so that's how they quote-unquote reinforced. So come down on the price. If you've already got an issue, don't hot glue it and Velcro it and sell it to the masses. That's mine. So because of that, it's cool how he stays in static mode. He still stays lit up. I don't think this is going to be a prop that's going to last for years and years and years and years. Like, honestly, the Werewolf, Inferno, and Skelly, I think I could probably pass those down to my kids. I keep them stored inside, put together. As long as some massive thing doesn't happen to the building they're in, I think they'll last forever. This guy, no. Overall, 7.5 cauldrons out of 10, and that's for the shoddy plastic and workmanship. Look is a 10 out of 10. I'm just happy to have another vampire. We don't get the classic monsters. I don't know what the deal is why we don't ever get the classic monsters. Everybody loves them. we never get them. So I'm going to give props just for the fact that we have a vampire bat. And he does look awesome. But quality isn't there. So that's my review on the Predator of the Night. I'm not going to belay it anymore. Glad I got him. I won't be keeping the second one. If you're in need of a bat or a really good prop, like I said, you can use this for Jeepers Creepers. You can use this, take the wings off and do Stranger Things. You creative people can probably come up with several other uses. But it's less than what I expected. Inferno and Skelly and the Werewolf, even the Witch, all very well made. Very, very well. If they're 10s, then this is a 6.5. Let's do that. In quality of workmanship, excuse me. Anyway, all right. I like it. 7.5 overall. Cauldrons out of 10. There you have it. Not that bad a build. Could build it by myself. Did build it by myself. Not easy, but it's not hard. Alrighty, guys. Moving on to the next prop. Keep bubbly. Stay bubbly. Keep bubbly. And I'll see you soon.